Good point.
Hey, Miss Carla, you said for who or what is important to you about the group, you put communication.
Yes, ma'am.
Communication. And I would also add on there the collaboration of different ideas from each person, since we do come from like different backgrounds.
I think we're also really good at compromising or combining ideas.
Okay.
And I appreciate everybody's like willingness to or I guess we're all really good at understanding that everybody has different variables and still working with everybody. I don't know how to say that in a short way.
So I put combining ideas and compromising with each other, and then I got understanding each other or empathizing.
That's great.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
perfect.
flexibility to some degree.
Ooh, I like that one. Flexibility.
I was gonna say problem solving because I know we kind of ran into some things, but we kind of worked together to get it solved.
Great
That's
idea, Alexis.
Yeah. Problem solving. And was there a certain amount of bullets that you guys wanted to have for each category, or just as much as we can think of?
I think just like as much as we can think of is totally fine.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to add to this section? Let's see, what else?
How many pages is this document supposed to be?
It's just the one page with the four boxes.
Oh,
And
okay.
the example was like bullet points.
Yeah, that's how I have it on here. I can take a picture and show it to you guys.
Oh, sorry. It says to screen share, but I'm thinking like we can either do that now or like when we think of them all, then someone can just screen share it.
Okay.
That sounds like a good idea.
Whatever works.
Is
Okay,
there a way that we could, I guess it's not as important, but is there a way we could do it on like a Google Doc so that I could make it accessible to me?
We could do that.
Yeah, we can add it to a Google Docs. Do you want me to go ahead and add it or wait until we're finished?
Either way is fine.
Okay.
I might need it like not, I don't, if it's in one page, well, I'll have to think about how to picture it if it's not in a sequential order, but maybe we can just number it.
I can email it too if you need me to do that.
The only problem with the document is the way it's set up, my reader gets confused.
Oh, gotcha. How about if I retype it out so it's not broken into like quadrants, it's just going straight down?
Yeah, that would work.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'll copy and paste it to a separate document. All right, did you guys want to move to the next box or do you want to add more to this one?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Okay. In the next box, it says, what could you be seen doing to move towards who or what is important?
On the assignment instructions, I'm just looking at the page. It says number 2. It says go to the lower left quadrant.
Oh, go to the lower left. Gotcha.
Yes, that's just the process. It follow the process in order listed. So I just wanted to let you know. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so for that one, what inner stuff can show up and get in the way?
Can I also add, I think the facilitator and the note taker can't be the same person.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay, I can facilitate.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, as Rayosha said, when you think about being in a high performing team, what thoughts or feelings show up or get in the way?
I think basically not doing enough. Sometimes like feeling like you could have done more.
Like
Yeah,
imposter syndrome?
Hmm?
Are you thinking like imposter syndrome?
Yeah, kind of like that. Like wishing like even though you did your part of something, maybe like keep thinking to yourself, like, I should have added more, or I should have like helped out or put more emphasis towards something else. Because as a group, you like have to rely on each other, and you want to like make sure you're doing your part. And sometimes you may like come up with the feeling like maybe I should have did more. Well, I think that. I don't know how everybody else feels.
Yeah, I can agree.
So funny. I'll have to do this in a different race if you ever want to know, or other people. Their act, what we're doing is a part of act, and like that is an exercise that you can literally work through, where you feel like you didn't do enough, or like you were on spot. Like if somebody thought everybody was looking at them, but they never really were. You know, like if you're like, oh my gosh, I had something in my teeth, everybody must have seen it, or whatever. But or nobody may have ever noticed, you know, things like that. Anyways, this is kind of cool because it's coming full circle.
For me, I feel worried, like, oh my goodness, did I say something to offend someone? You know, as the communicator between those two, between our group and the other group, I was like, oh no, what if I'm offending them? What if I'm offending my group? I found that difficult, so I tend to worry.
And I'll just add
Really hard.
confrontation off of that, because I don't want to run into confrontation with like any group members or the other group from like us maybe not agreeing on a set time or a set day or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really hard to have groups that big too. So like the worry of not everybody being able to be there.
Yeah, I was gonna say like frustration, like when like finding a time that works with everyone, or like even like with like the other subgroup, like finding a time that works with like 10 of us.
I
Mm-hmm.
know that's
I also
tough.
thought it was like a letdown that they didn't think we got our work done quick enough, because I was like, wow, our team worked so hard and got
Yeah,
that.
that kind of made me sad too. I was like, we really got it to you as quick as we could. We started as soon as possible. I was just
I'm
like,
like,
man,
we had as much time or less as you guys did. So
Yeah, I thought that same thing too.
I was like, wow, okay, perspective here. And they literally have 2 weeks to work on their project. Like it was so not a fair setup.
yeah, that project really like surprised me, because I was like, oh no.
So
I think for me also, I just wonder like, oh my gosh, what are they all thinking of me? Like, yeah, like, can I really do this? Am I smart enough to do this? Things like that.
Right. So, Rayosha, were you able to get all of
So I'm
that?
gonna try to sum up what Miss Carla said into like being enough. No, no. What's a good way to put that? It's
That's
just
totally
like,
fine for me.
huh?
That's totally fine.
Okay.
I'm
'Cause I
like
feel
trying
like
to
there
think
was probably
of
something better to say, because I was like, I don't know how to put this into words, but I want to shorten it so it doesn't like take up too much space.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Carla, of like what you're kind of get across, like holding your own weight in the team.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
but also I just worry like, oh, you do think I'm all just like an old lady, you know, in this group? And like, you know, if you think I can do what I'm expected to do. Yes.
Miss Carla, you are amazing.
Thank you, Rayosha.
I think everybody is like amazing in their own way, which is the best part, especially like going through this program. You get to meet so many different people from so many different backgrounds, and you hear stuff that you be like, well, my clinic doesn't do that. Why don't they do that? I like say that to myself all the time, and then I go take it to my BCBA and be like, well, why aren't we doing this? And she be like, I don't know. I didn't think about it.
That's cool. I think it's like a unique time where you don't necessarily have the power to make all the changes, but it sometimes it's sad to me that this kind of collaboration doesn't happen, you know, once you're certified more, because everybody does have such a unique perspective that they bring and different strengths.
Right. So, do y'all have anything else y'all want to add to that quadrant?
Nope.
Okay, Rayosha, do you have any questions, or do you need us to repeat anything?
No, I got it all down.
Okay, perfect. So next we have the upper left quadrant, and the question is, what do you do to move away from or under the control of that bottom left stuff?
I would say asking questions, because if you're not sure about something or you feel like you're not doing enough, ask your group their perspective, because you're supposed to collaborate with each other. So I think asking questions is helpful.
No, I think that's great. Ask questions, get feedback.
So should I put that ask questions / get feedback, or just do ask questions and then like put get / give feedback?
I think you could do them separate.
Okay.
I don't think there's a wrong way, but I think you could do them separate.
I also think you just have to step out of your comfort zone a little bit.
I like that one.
At least I do.
Absolutely.
Let's see. What about communicating effectively? Like if something does happen, like Maddie like just straight came and told us, so we knew like we could be more lenient towards Maddie because of what was going on. So would that be a good one? Or not so much?
Maybe like equity versus equality.
Wait, say that one again, Maddie.
I don't know if everybody else thinks this way, but like the difference between equity and equality, right?
Mhm.
Like equity would be something that's fair versus equality being equal. Like everybody's doing what they can. Is that a good way to describe it? Or were you thinking something different?
No, I was thinking that because kind of like, sometimes things do come up in life. So it's not like someone's getting out of doing something. They're giving what they can, kind of.
I think that might be a good way to say it. And that's also something that we're all going to see in like working with anybody has a disability of some sort, because like essentially with if I had an assignment that was slightly different, it doesn't mean it's equal, but it's equitable, right?
Let's see. That's
Or
all I can think of.
accommodations to make it, I don't know,
I'll
fair.
put that accommodating.
Does anyone else have anything that they would like to add to that quadrant of what do you do to move away from or under the control of that bottom left stuff?
What about just being open to other ideas?
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Can you write open and present?
Yes, being open and present to new ideas.
Yeah, I was gonna say like having a willingness to change, or like not always go with like your same set patterns, like listening to other people's ideas more.
Okay, gotcha. Willingness to change.
I think one of the bigger things is like taking accountability. So like if you know like you're not going to be able to get something done, then like bringing that up, like it's your job to kind of like make it known and not like blame something else.
That's a good point. Yeah. And I mean, I think at least one of the Rachel and I experienced this, like one of the worst things was if you do communicate, then we can get help. But if you don't communicate, then you can't fix the problem or try to find alternatives. So I think that's a really good point, Alexis.
Yeah, I agree.
All righty. Does anyone have anything else? Okay. So the upper right quadrant, which is the last quadrant, what could you as a team be seen doing to move towards who or what is important? These are behaviors, actions someone else could see you doing if you are acting in accordance with the value you named in the lower right quadrant.
I think this is going to look like sending emails and text messages or following up with questions, things like that. Being responsible.
Reaching out to the group to make sure that, if we're all assigned different parts, everyone understands their part. Just kind of like a follow-up or a check-in on your group members.
Gotcha. I want to mention something about like not so much structure, but like keeping your word, sort of, kind of. I don't really know how to say it, but it's like if you do
Being
say
consistent.
Yeah, being consistent. There we go. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. Today been a long day, you guys. My child, I don't think he likes me anymore.
Oh no. I feel like I can't even believe it's Tuesday because it feels like it's been a week for me.
And man, Monday and Tuesday were crazy.
Maybe it's a full moon. I don't know.
I feel like what's
My
coming.
friends always say that.
It's gotta be. I believe it.
One thing I love about our group is that I just feel like we seem to be working well together. Like today, Grace looking ahead to say, oh yeah, this is what we need. Just as a reminder, we're working for the benefit of everyone, not just for ourselves.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. Like there's nobody trying, like, I don't want to say gain a function, but like everybody's behavior is inclusive versus trying to make other people look bad and themselves better. That happens because that happens in the workplace all the time. So it is refreshing to not see that here. It would only happen like that, I feel like, if only one person could get 100. Have you ever had those classes where like only one person can get 100 and then like, I don't know. Anyways, I took one of them in college. It was the weirdest thing ever. So then it totally changes the dynamics.
Yeah.
Alrighty, does anyone else have anything to add to that?
Add what Miss Carla said, because she said working for the benefit of everyone and not just oneself. And I want to put planning ahead as a separate one because that's very important too.
Especially in this class.
No doubt.
But I am glad we got ours over first. That was very exciting.
Yeah, I think we'll be really happy about that. And I honestly think we'll probably have made it, we've set a precedent. So it's cool. That's kind of cool too. Yeah. Honestly, we set the template or whatever.
Rayosha, if you want to like screen share the document, or if you send it to me, I can screen share it with the group and then we'll just confirm that it looks good and then I can send it in if that works.
Let me see if it lets me screen share. If it doesn't, then I'll just, I'm going ahead and send it to you right now. It's not gonna let me screen share. That was fast. I'm gonna send it to the email.
Okay.
Let me save it. Is it saving? Did it save? Save? Yes, saved. Has anybody else's ball state been moving, like acting really funny this week? Or is
anybody else's what?
They're like their ball state email and their like dashboard or Canvas been acting funny?
I think I have 6 emails in my outbox and I don't know. I was trying to find a bunch of emails and they show up in my sent, but they don't. I don't know. I had to ask for help, but it was the weirdest thing. But I think I have a bunch of messages that are stuck in outbox and I don't know I can't figure out why. So I would say probably yes. Did you have to reset your password?
I reset my password, but sometimes when I go to open my emails, they won't open. They'll just stay loading and I can never read them.
For the contingency contract, has anybody received any feedback so far?
Well,
I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss that because I checked earlier today.
I was hoping she did provide some feedback so it would, give us a little help with saying if we did need to change anything. But on here, when I was reading it earlier before we logged on, it was just basically like we do another video call, and if we come to agreement that we don't want to change anything, we just turn it back in. But then if we don't come to an agreement about it, we have to change things and then tell basically what we changed.
Okay, so do we want to meet like stop recording and set up another Zoom for that?
I'm okay with that.
Or do you guys
I didn't know if it came through yet.
It did. It just says that I don't have access to it.
uh-oh.
Oh man.
Read this.
I think part of the feedback that we're supposed to take into consideration and adjust is from our peers. So anything that was mentioned on our comments or in the comments is something that we would adjust if we.
Okay, great.
That's a good point, Alexis.
Yeah. It's funny though, because like it's like it's good to have the peer collaboration, but it's also like hard sometimes because it doesn't always mean it's what our professor's looking for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I hopefully that all.
Matrix, and then we'll save it. Documents.
Let's see. Okay, if I make you the host, are you able to screen share it now?
Think I can. I don't know. I'm gonna try to resend it again. I tried to save it as something different because I don't know why it's saying that, which is weird because I just like downloaded it from the computer like I did the first one.
No.
Let me upload it to my OneDrive and then send it. That should be helpful. Okay, let's try it again. I'm gonna put that. And then we'll delete this one. I just sent another one. Please work.
If this one works. Yes, it works. Okay. I can screen share it really quickly. Okay, this is my fault. I made you the host, so I will let me screen share.
Oh man, let me screen share mine. I'm doing everything that I'm not supposed to be doing. Where am I?
Grace,
Yeah.
if you want, so if you go to participants and then you click on your name, I believe you can reclaim the host.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, that should work.
Perfect.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, so if everyone's good with it, I can send it in.
Thanks, Grace.
Looks great. Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Forgot to change the name on it too. Sorry, when I sent it because I know she likes the things to be named a certain way.
Oh, no worries. I can totally change that.